Welcome, Kriti ma'am, to Voice of Leadership podcast. How are you?
Wonderful, marvelous.
What inspired you become an educator and academic tactician?
As it is said by someone that to teach is to touch lives forever. Earlier, there was no any English medium school in Vrindavan.
You were talking about origin to horizon. What exactly that vision is?
Origin to horizon is our USP.
How do you create an impact in rural education through your leadership?
As our Honorable Prime Minister often said, that the heart of India
Yes.
lies in its villages.
You have received many national and international awards. Which one is closest to your heart and why?
Yes, there are many, but two are most closest to my heart.
Hello and welcome to the Voice of Leadership podcast presented by Orange House. Today we have someone truly inspiring with us, and I am immensely happy to introduce Miss Kriti Sharma. She is not just a principal but a passionate educator, leadership coach, award winning orator, and a true wonder woman of excellence. From leading a school in Vrindavan Public School, to creating global impact through her work in education, leadership, and podcasting. She has done it all. So, without taking much time, let's start. Welcome, Kriti ma'am, to Voice of Leadership podcast. How are you?
Wonderful, marvelous.
That's great. So, I'm coming to the first question, and that is what inspired you become an educator and academic tactician?
As it is said by someone, and I have read, that to teach is to touch lives forever. Education is that, and teaching is that medium through which we can not only touch but transform millions of lives.
Yes.
We have abundant amount of potential in this rising India. So teaching is that way in which we could bring out their magical powers of students
Wonderful, yes.
and shape them, nurture them,
Yes.
nurture their roots,
Yes,
strengthen the roots of education,
of course.
and take them to the zeniths, and they can reach out with the flying colors.
Yes.
Our school is located in mid of Mathura Vrindavan in Dhorera, where there are ample students who are living in nearby villages. They have scarce of resources, but immense potential is crowning them over their heads.
Okay.
So now the part was under the supervision and guidance of our Honorable Director Sir and Ma'am to shape them so that their destinies can be transformed and they could be known by our vision goal, origin to horizon. Origin
To horizon.
Horizon is our
Yes.
vision
Yes.
because anything starts with a vision.
Yes.
As you asked, what inspired me to be an academic tactician? So, what was the way which could transform and touch these millions of lives? So, our honorable director, sir and ma'am, because earlier there was no any English medium school in Vrindavan.
Okay. So this was
There
the
were
first one.
Hindi medium schools in Vrindavan, and in one interview, our honorable director sir has heard when he went that Vrindavan is a city of Pandit and Pandas. So the vision started from there that Vrindavan is not the city of Pandit and Pandas. It is the city of Lord Krishna, and in it lies the aspirations, the wings, the hopes of millions of students who have potential to fly high and reach to the zeniths. And with the vision, the school started. It was the first English medium school of that time. I'm proud to say that. And I was there as a teacher, as a coordinator, academic tactician, academics coordinator, and thereafter, after long years of work, I was promoted to principal of the school. So the mission till now, because still the journey continues, is to touch the lives of millions of students to maximize their potentials.
You were talking about origin to horizon. What exactly that vision is?
Origin to horizon is our USP. As the sun rises, it rises from the origin, and horizon is beyond, which has no limits. The students, teachers, all the academic tacticians in India are filled with abundant potentials who are beyond horizons because horizon has no limit.
Yes.
So the school vision is origin to horizon. To start from the origin, from the ground roots, to shape them so that they can fly beyond the horizons.
Okay, so that means you are writing a destination for many, I think, might be thousands of lives. That's great. So, my next question is, how do you create an impact in rural education through your leadership?
As our Honorable Prime Minister often said, that the heart of India
Yes.
lies in its villages.
Yes, of course, that's true.
So, it's a pleasure for me to be there as a visionary leader for all those students who are there in the heart of India. Our school is located in Dhorera, which is in mid of Mathura and Vrindavan. So I think you have asked me that how I created impact through my leadership in rural education. I think that's not I. That's about us.
Okay,
The
your
sto-
team.
Our team.
Your team, your director and...
Yes, all of us. First of all, fostering community engagement, inspiring them, and as you said that in those areas they have a scarcity of resources, but the potentials are limitless.
Yes.
They need a proper guidance and mentorship for that, especially the girls. Because our Honorable Prime Minister often says about that the empowering women. So I would like to say that in our school, 80% staff is of women.
Women. So
We are not only believe in saying, we are following it with the same. So like the people who are unable to afford such high resources, but they have the sparkling ambitions in them. Such students are admitted on the basis of test, and fostering through community engagement, through counselings, motivating them. And our symbolism is every child is unique. Doesn't matter that he or she is good at academics. Apart from academics, holistic development is the vital role which we play. He can be a good orator, he can be a good dancer, he can be a good musician. So for that we started a club policy as per their skills. As India is focused towards Skill India, and our vision is imbibed towards the 2047 concept of India. So the skill of each student in which he is skilled at, we try to hone it, we try to polish it, and he fills with immense pride. They shouted loudly that VPS ke bacche sabse अच्छे.
Oh, that's great.
That's a slogan, we often use it in our assemblies. Why is it sabse अच्छे? Because we think that each student should be proud of himself or herself, because he or she is created by the Almighty, and Almighty never creates a garbage.
Yes.
Something is there unique in him or
Every
her.
child, yes.
Every child is unique
yes.
in him or her, and that we have to extract, we have to polish it, and we have to shape them so that they can bring the laurels and the journey continues.
Yes, that's too good. Very inspiring. So, can you tell us more about your award-winning water conservation techniques?
Yes, recently we have been awarded by Ministry of Jal Shakti and sarkaritel.com for the International Jal Prairie Samman that was organized at Maharashtra Southern, New Delhi. And we were quite blessed that we have Shri Honorable Shekhawat ji, Honorable Minister. He adored us with that honor. So, as you asked regarding the water conservation techniques, as we are living in the area where there was water scarcity a few years back, The area was covered earlier. I am talking about 28 to 30 years back when the school started. Because
Okay.
that was also a challenge. The school started, the vision started of origin to origin in a place which was covered with thorny bushes.
Okay.
Each one
It
was
was a
ready.
tough journey.
Each one was ready to question that who will be the harbinger of future of the students in those thorny bushes. How a future will rise among these thorny bushes and will reach to the international or national levels. So our honorable director sir took that as a challenge, and it started near about 28 years back in the Dhorera, where earlier there was a problem of water scarcity as well. So the things were planned, and we planned that water harvesting can be a technique which can not only will rise the water level, as well as the students will understand the concept of sustainable management,
Yes.
which we are unable. We are talking about the goals. Every year there is a goal of UN, sustainable development goals. So sustainability is actually thinking about the present without compromising the aspirations of future generations, needs of future generations.
Yes, exactly. We have to fulfill that also.
So
Responsible.
how we can conserve our present and without compromising the needs of future generations. So we thought of rainwater harvesting. Pits were created, and a special thing was done that all the wastewater through which the students used to wash hand in the lunch time, they used to throw the water. So all the lanes were connected with that pit. So all the wastewater just goes generally in the pit or either in the plants. Our school recently received Green Award as well from the Uttar Pradesh government, because if you'll visit,
Congratulations for that.
I'll invite you to visit our school.
Sure.
It is a award of green, lush environment. All around the ancient trees you may find Kadam Tamal.
Acha.
Kadam, Tamal, Tulsi, these all are planted. So, as you asked, so what we did, we planted a lot of trees. Every year we used to plant it. And then after plantation of millions of trees, there was a campaign recently that Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam
Acha.
by the government.
Great.
So we also driven our contribution in that. All the teachers, staff, supporting staff, all the students participated in it and planted their own tree. And they vowed that they will take care of that tree. Whenever
That's the biggest thing. If they are taking care of that planted tree, otherwise that will be that will not survive.
Because when they'll go to playground for playing, so they will watch it out that what is the growth of the tree
Yes.
at that particular level.
Yes.
They planted it in the playgrounds. And so through this, I could say through planting millions of trees and wastewater management, all the water which was waste, generally it goes to it waters generally over lotus ponds. There is a lotus pond we have made. So all the wastewater is used for lotus ponds, and it blossoms the lotus in the fountain areas, and it is used in the watering of all the trees which are there inside our campus. So wastewater management is there and sustainability management is there, and that we have done not only by ourselves. The community was our partners. All the residents living in the nearby Dhorera area.
Okay.
There various competitions were conducted, like poster making competition. We organized like a game related to water management.
Okay.
So we
Wonderful
discovered.
idea. Yes.
So the game was that the student has to run a relay race was organized. So student has to run, and by running the water should not fall on the ground, and they have to pour it into the other bucket which is kept there. So it enhanced their concentration, as well as they got the wisdom, awareness of the water conservation technique.
Yes.
So we worked on the concept of save blue and live green.
Save blue and live green. Wonderful.
So in this way we have done it.
So how do you integrate ethical living into your work in education?
Yes, definitely ethical living is related with the ethics. So I think through the ethical teaching, it is a new innovative concept which must be introduced in the current teaching techniques, ethical teaching. So ethical teaching starts with like when our students are doing the lunch during lunchtime. From the ancient time, we have the custom that they are performing the bhojan mantras. Through that bhojan mantra, they are offering the thanks to Almighty.
Yes, gratitude to God.
That a bit of peace which you are giving us, we are thanking you for that. Uh, so we are having the Bhojan mantras. We are having the value of the week concept, like what value. Generally, we are having the special assemblies on that, and a special value. We are extracting a special value. Like today's value is, for example, honesty. So, what are the different plays, stories through
Role plays
which
and all, huh?
role plays, dramatization through which that value of week can be highlighted? Not only in the assemblies, in your character, in your character building. And if I
So
talk
through education, you're pouring the ethics.
in assembly, we have often a custom that our all the teachers used to ask that whether you are coming from your homes, bowing down to your parents or not, because they are first guardians. We have a tradition when the students enters the temple, they have to bow down to the god
Oh,
and thanking to the god
beautiful.
after entering their campus. Their teachers, they have to thank it. And I think ethics start from there when when we begin it from ourselves.
Yes. First, we have to become the role model, then they will follow.
And we have to respect each other.
Yes.
Because inside every soul, I believe, there is a human soul. Beyond any religion,
Yes.
beyond any custom, human souls must be respected.
Yes.
And
And I
just be
must compliment that you are also a beautiful soul.
so just I believe that when these souls will be respected, garnished, so they have the power to transform billions, millions of lives.
Yes, absolutely. You have received many national and international awards. Which one is closest to your heart and why?
Yes, there are many, but two are most closest to my heart. I received Microsoft Innovator Educator Award by Microsoft in 2022.
You are a means a computer person also.
No, Microsoft Innovative Educator Award was given to me by Microsoft due to the innovation techniques used in the education field.
Okay.
And education must not be limited within the books.
Yes.
Because it's not based on the routine curriculum. It is beyond than that. So how through the activities, through different sessions, so Microsoft just applauded it and awarded me as Microsoft Innovator Educator in 2022. And one of that was, as I described earlier, International Jal Prari Samman by Ministry of Jal Shakti. We were the one among in the Uttar Pradesh to receive the award for water conservation techniques. And that is definitely closest to my heart because in the room I met various people who are working on the same field. And the full campus was echoed with that voice of sustainability. And many women, including me, were leading the race. And it will go on along with it. So I feel it is closest to my
So
heart.
I think many more have to come.
Yes.
That's great. If you were a superhero principal, what would your powers be?
I think if I would be a superhero principal, my power would be to inspire others and to create them, to create them and another superhero within them.
Okay.
So that they can inspire others and million life can be transformed.
Okay, that's good. Which animal do you think would make the best teacher?
I think ant makes the best teacher
Oh, wow.
because the ant is a small creature.
Yes.
As we all are, the Almighty God has sent us as a small creatures, but they have a strong teamwork.
Yes.
They are very persistent.
Yes.
They are very patient.
Yes.
They believe in the teamwork. That how strong teams are not made from actually strong leaders, but strong leaders build strong teams.
Yes.
So ant is a relevant example of it. So I think so that ant is the best creature, which can give us various life skills and life lessons.
Yes. Ants are the real teachers, basically. So, what is your guilty pleasure food during long meetings?
I think so. Biscuits,
Okay.
chocolates.
Okay. You're fond of chocolates and biscuits?
Not fond of. At this time, but biscuits generally I used to take.
Yes. Okay. Have you ever forgotten your own speech midway?
Not yet, because I just try to speak whatever coming is in my mind. I do not try to cram something. So just trying to speak it, whatever is coming from the inner soul. So I think not yet.
That's great. If teachers had a reality show, what would be its name?
I think so. Beyond the Bell.
Beyond the Bell. Great name.
You ask teachers have the reality show, because definitely it's also good concept and idea, because still teachers don't have any reality show and they are working 24 into 7 as per the sounds of the bell.
Yes.
So
Their
I
life
think
is like
life is in full circle, only with the bell periods timings, and as per the clock revolves, they just accommodate themselves according to it.
so that means you want to keep the name of the reality show for teachers, that is Beyond the Bell.
Yes, I think so. That if the reality show is made for the teachers, so the name would be Beyond the Bell.
So, what is one word your staff always hears you say?
Every problem has a solution.
Wow, great one. What role does teamwork play in building a successful school culture?
Teamwork plays a very, very vital role in building school culture. It strengthens school culture, because, as I told earlier, that great teams build strong leaders.
Yes, of course.
Great teams build strong leaders.
Yes. Without team support, you cannot reach heights.
Definitely. And a great leader is a representative of a great team.
Yes.
So I think so that it gives a sense of motivation. We can learn ethics from a great team, as conflict resolutions, being patient, motivation. These all ethics can be learned, and collective celebrations, celebrating small victories, how to overcome challenges collectively. So I think so. Team helps us to guide in the real life skills which we are learning through textbooks.
Yes.
So teamworks is a navigator which sails us through the real skills of life, and through them we can reach the pinnacles.
Yes.
Uh,
You have created a social science capsule for boards. How did you design it for maximum impact?
yes, it is integrated study package of social science, which I individually not created, as I told. A team was there
Teamwork.
behind the journey, because many students were there who were facing problem regarding the long history questions. And as history, geography, these are all the subjects which are very lengthen. They are very lengthy. So we tried to consolidate it through mind maps, to make it interesting through pictorial diagrams, and we just substantiated it through previous year questions. As you know, now the competency based questions 50% has been introduced in the boards. So topic wise we just tried that we will cover along with it the competency based questions, so that after a topic is clear to the student through the mind map, he can immediately browse through the previous year questions and the competency based questions, and to make it easy for a normal student, if who is unable to learn such through the mnemonics and through the mind maps, through the spatial learning tricks given there. So just we tried to experiment it.
Okay.
And it brought laurels to whole team. In recent past years, many of the students scored 100 out of 100 marks in the subject social science.
That's great.
And they got the merit certificate from the board for the same. So it was just an effort, and we did it.
Tell us about your Success Bonanza blog. What kind of content do you share?
Yes, it's Success Bonanza blog is a motivational blog.
Okay.
In which I try to share the motivational tactics. It's like a motivational soup for all of us,
Acha.
which we can have a sip during when we are tired, and we can go through it. So motivational quotations, life
I think you
lessons,
take a sip and you share.
life lessons, motivational quotations,
Okay.
learning journeys which we can learn from the elements of nature, from a plant, from grass, from root. What the life learnings we can take from them. Often we do not think deeply about it, that nature is a great teacher,
Yes.
and what the learnings we can get from the nature, from the squirrel itself. You may browse through it. I have just written a few days back regarding learnings from the squirrel, that what a squirrel teaches us to each one of us in our life. So I just tried to incorporate the nature
Okay.
and the motivation together, that there is no need to go in the outer world for motivation. Nature is a great teacher,
Yes.
and we can learn a great from the nature which we have around us.
How do you keep students motivated, especially in board classes?
First of all, we try to counsel them, and everything starts with a goal. First of all, we try to ask them what is their goal.
Okay.
So setting a goal,
Goal oriented.
setting a goal, then having a self talk. The students should have self talk with them, that why they want to choose this,
Okay.
whether due to their parents, themselves, or something, any inspiration which is forcing them to achieve this task together. And just we try that they do not take it as like everyone has to achieve more than 90, but thing is that they take it as something is there, a driving force inside them, which is driving them to achieve this target. So through self talk, motivational sessions, counseling sessions, and rewards.
Rewards.
At the last, rewards, in our school we are doing that all the academic achievers who are achieving more than 90 plus, we are providing them the batch. So whole year they have the batch with them, because often the students who are good at academics, and if they are not participating in any co-curricular activities, so they are not getting any laurels.
Yes.
Often they feel distressed. They used to think that we are only coming in class first, second, third, and no duly recognition they are getting. So we started that initially. So in our school, as I told you, each child is unique. Whether if he is good at academics, he is a topper from the last 10 to 20 years. So he is having batch with them. In that academic jam of VPS is written, and they are carrying that batches when they are standing on the stoppage of bus. Everyone could recognize. They are having that batches in their homes as well in schools for the whole academic session.
Okay.
So, and second thing I'll say, you asked that in the boards. So in the board exam, the students with that similar energies, who shared a common vision and a common goal, we tried to stimulate them together, to ignite their passions, ignite their goals, and if their goal is aligned with our goal, so we work over it, and then they reach to the heights.
Wonderful. So, what do you believe makes a great orator? As I feel you yourself is a great orator. So, what do you feel? What do you believe?
I believe a great orator is made, first of all, with the respect towards the audience.
Okay.
Audience must be respected. Who are your listeners? Because they are the people who have made you.
Yes.
First point. He is a good. He can be a good communicator, but I think so. For a good orator, he must be authentic. He or she must be honest to himself.
Original.
He must be original. He must be honest to himself or herself, because the people are very wise. They understand it.
Copied ideas or
Yes.
Yes.
So respect towards the audience, and communication towards the audience, and especially the bond and the connectivity with the audience.
Yes.
Whether you are able to connect with your mass audience, their authenticity, especially the speaker who is speaking, he must be honest. He must be ethical, true to himself. First of all, I think so. These all qualities make a good orator. Because the audience feels that the person is connected, direct, and is diving into his or her own lives, means the person feels that he or she is connected with the speaker himself.
Yes, yes.
Because the speaker is not telling his or her story, speaker is telling the person's story who is viewing that.
Yes. Means you have to like connect through your speech with the audiences first.
And that must be original.
Yes, authentic, original, honest. Wonderful. What do you suggest about online book writing platform for young children?
Yes, as Bookalooza is also a wonderful online platform. And I think so it is easy to use for students, accessible. Most important, it's affordable. Because as you know nowadays with the book writing platform, even the students have the proficiency, but still the resources are unaffordable. And especially, as you know, the CBSE has recently developed the CBSE budding authors program.
Yes, budding author program.
So I think these type of online platforms are shaping the budding authors of India, which means they are aligning with the CBSE's vision of budding authors. And students are writing their stories, they are creating their stories, and from the beginnings they are learning to be author in the future course. Yeah. You are giving freedom to the students that they can shape their own stories. They can delve into the minds of the readers who are there. So we can get an abundant amount of creativity, imagination
Yes,
with these online
rather
platforms.
playing video games.
Yes, rather playing video games, some creativity is coming out of them and their skills are enhanced. So we are moving towards a skill India indirectly through these kind of platforms.
So if you get a chance to bring something from other countries to India, what will you bring?
I think so the concept of learning by doing. And the concept of Three Idiots main master Vanchuk ji was there.
Phungshut Wang.
Yes, Wangadu was there. Just I am very inspired with the concept of that he created a university recently related with all the failure students. Generally, the students who are good at academics, they are treated very wisely. But the students who is unable to perform very well in academics, they are treated as they are poor in academics. They lose their confidence. But he created a university of failures. Recently, I read it about it and I was very, very inspired. In that university of failure, the first qualification which you require to take the admission in that university is that the
You
person
must fail in one of the class or somewhere else. What?
Actually, no. I think so, ma'am. The student must not be fail in his or her life.
Okay.
He or she should have any kind of a skill through which during his difficult phase of life he or she could empower himself. And why I give the example, not because of that, because actually he treated those students who are considered they are not good at academics and that, so he created a university. And recently, ma'am, they were honored with the award by the government of India. It must be known to you.
So such kind of changes you want to bring?
No, I just wanted like every student is unique in his concept. So I need that a holistic approach, a inclusive education, and incorporating the 21st century skills along with the ethics. When these four things will be combined, so definitely we can change our education system. As in our Finland, the students are doing it, learning by doing concept is there.
Yes.
They are doing it practically each and everything, and from that they learn. Means their life is their great teacher. So they are moving beyond the
They're
books.
reading the book of life.
Exactly. Moving beyond the bookish lessons, they are learning the life lessons. So in a short form, just through NEP, our government is also doing the same. Through current education policy, that the focus is on learning by doing concept.
Yes.
And the students are doing the things and then learning. So I think gradually we'll move towards the India's final vision of 2047, empowered India.
How do you handle it when students catch you on Instagram?
Actually, I'm not available on Instagram.
Okay.
So it's very easy.
Okay. So they cannot catch you.
Yes.
What is your signature move in a staff party dance?
I think he'll move.
If coffee were banned in schools, what would your emergency plan be?
I think milk.
That's great. How did you feel when your student contributed to Chandrayaan 3?
Yes, recently our one student was a part of team of Mission Chandrayaan 3
Great,
from
wonderful.
our school. So we were on cloud 9
Okay.
when we saw in newspaper, because we were not known before it.
You were not aware
We were not aware,
child is
and
there.
we were not aware that the student was a part of the team which contributed recently to Chandrayaan 3.
Okay.
So we saw in the newspaper and it was mentioned there that the student was linked with the school. So we were on cloud 9, and we were very thankful to the Almighty that Almighty has empowered all of our team members in such a way that today we are able to contribute to our nation,
Okay.
and together we are celebrating the victory, and in which our speck of contribution is there in shaping India's future. So we were very much elated, very, very much happy, and we thank Almighty that from the lens of Radha Krish, from the Vrindavan itself
To Chandrayaan.
to the Chandrayaan 3 journey. It takes journey of 1,000 miles, begins from a single step, a journey of miles. And God has bestowed us that courage, that strength, that resilience to all our whole team in shaping these dynamic minds of VPS. So we were thankful for that to the Almighty.
What is your vision for the future of education in India?
In one line, I could say to have an inclusive, holistic education, incorporating with the 21st century skills. All these 21st century skills you must be aware of, and integrated with the ethics in the education. Because if ethics are the thing which takes a person from a ground to the genets, so ethics along with the innovation, along
Like
with the
Vrindavan
scientific
to
temperament,
Chandrayaan.
scientific temperament, and blend of inclusive education, girls and boys, everyone is treated equal, and each one has the open space to come out with flying colors.
Can you tell us about a student achievement that made you feel especially proud?
None other than as the student was a part of Chandrayaan 3. Recently, with the help of our team members, we were there in the Inspire Award by Government of India,
Okay.
and a student received a cash prize of 10,000
Acha.
by Government of India through his science project. With the team, with the mentors, he made a project Accident Shielder.
Okay.
As you know, in the rural areas, when the students are crossing the roads, so what happens, as the school is nearby, so they often face accidents. So that accident shielder will help them, they guide them that the vehicle is coming, so they can be prevented from the accidents, future accidents. So for that, the in at national level, in whole of the India, from Uttar Pradesh, our school was there, who was being initially selected for the Inspire awards, and 10,000 students received as a cash prize
Wow.
for that. So I think it was there.
How do you balance academics rigor with student well-being?
Yes, because we have regular yoga sessions,
Okay.
meditation, because I think student well-being starts with the balanced diet.
Yes.
So balanced diet starts with, because we often just try to provoke or inspire students to bring the salad and fruit in their lunch. We often used to ask, I'm not saying that 100% students are bringing, but our directors are often promote the teachers and students to bring the salads and fruits in the school. We have the week like salad week
Okay.
this year, so this month.
Means
So
jaisa an vaisa man.
yes. So through yoga, through meditation, we have the Zumbas sessions, and our assembly starts with the first of all 2 minutes meditation.
Okay.
All students have to meditate. They should have a self talk with them. So I think with the balanced diet, yoga, meditation, motivation, positive approach, this is done.
So my next question is, what is your advice to young educators who want to grow as leaders?
Yes, I think so. We can compile it in the word frame.
Okay.
So you'll ask that what is the word frame? For the young leaders, first of all, I'll elaborate it one by one as per the word. F stands for finding the opportunities,
Okay.
because each leader in our India has his or her own potential. So first of all, he or she has to identify what his or her potential is, in which he could reach to the maximum at the infinity level, and find the relevant opportunities according to it. So it stands for F, finding opportunities. R, because I said the word frame. So F for finding opportunities. R stands for strengthening the relationships. Relationships maybe in the school, in the work culture, in the office, in the media, because this community engagement combined together can take you to zeniths as a great leader. So then comes after R comes
A.
the A.
So
So
A stands for what?
A stands for the aspirations, passions, and the dynamics, which because you can lead as a leader when it is combined with the aspiration and the passion. M stands for the multitasking and the what the techniques you are using for that, and E stands for execution.
Okay.
Execution.
Wonderful. Frame.
Execution stands for after is all this whatever you thought you have to execute it, and then building teams together, sharing your common vision with them, aligning with the people who is aligned with those vision, and celebrating the victories together after the execution. I think make the great leader. So it starts with the frame, FRAME.
Kriti ma'am, I would request you that you have given a wonderful idea to become a leader, and that is frame. So please elaborate it. That is F stands for what?
F stands for finding opportunities.
And R?
Relationships, building strong relationships.
And A?
A stands for aligning with your passion and vision.
And M?
M stands for master your craft, whatever you have within you.
And E?
E stands for execution.
My next question is, if not a principal, then what?
Life coach and motivational speaker.
Favorite quote?
Each morning we have two choices, either to sleep or to wake up or chase our dreams.
Great.
So we have to choose what we have to do.
Yes. Blackboard or smartboard?
Smartboard.
Tea or coffee?
None.
None. Great. Most used app on your phone?
Keep notes.
Keep notes. Wow. Paper books or e-books?
Paper books.
One country you would love to teach in?
Finland.
Funniest student nickname you have heard?
Chinchi.
One habit you are proud of?
I believe that every work I just keep a strong deadline to complete it. So I have strong deadlines over it, and I think so I must be proud of it because the task complete before the deadline.
One word for your podcast listeners.
Enlighten you.
Great. So it was really wonderful talking to you, Kriti ma'am. Wonderful, and thank you so very much.
Thank you, ma'am. And I'll also thank you for the opportunity and all the listeners who are listening me through this podcast. And at last, I'll conclude it with a quote.
Sure.
That bright smile, bright future.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. What an incredible conversation. Thank you so much, Miss Kriti Sharma, for sharing your journey, your wisdom, and your wonderful energy with us. You have shown us the great leadership isn't just about managing, it's about inspiring. To all our listeners, thank you for watching this episode. And please, please, please do subscribe to our channel, Voice of Leadership. Bye bye.